side of the at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they'll let the fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Now they'll throw with Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Boy, you know, so many storylines here in this opener. Of course, you got Brady versus Breeze. You've got Jameis Winston, the Bucs' former quarterback, on the opposite sideline. And, oh, by the way, it's a division opponent, but all anyone's talking about, really, and rightly so, Tom Brady out there leading the Buccaneers. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. That's Shaq Barrett, last year's sack leader, gets in there to register another one.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So a tough road here on 2nd and very long. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
He's brought down at his own 4-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. There he goes left side. He's at the 50. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 35-yard line. A big play there out of Kamara. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Breeze on the bootleg. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
At the 23-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Breeze now on 1st down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
At the 6-yard line.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Breeze again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Though he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the 1st quarter, here's another good example.
At the 6-yard line.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down by Logan.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here. Brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. Now Breeze lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 50, the 40, 30, the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Saints nothing.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Kamara, the ball.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Get this one across the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, PI gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Let's go Florida State. They're not too up.
And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards. They just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He was brought
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to let it go again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Alvin Kamara, the ball.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
He's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Breeze. That's complete. complete to his running back, Kamara. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing on second and long. Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down.
First and 10.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now a play fake. Brady looking downfield for Gamble. And Brady's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
33-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. William Golston coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Here's Breeze. And Smith. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That gain on third down, good for 28.
At the 40-yard line.
On first down, Breeze. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Breeze. It's caught. Smith. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This one from 48 yards away. And Lutz missed it to the right. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold. He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And his pass is intercepted. Taken away. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. It's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Again, this is Kamara, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Buccaneers.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it was causing a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Brady. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Brady. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their running savvy.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 15-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. They'll run it again with Fournette. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A gain of 8. First down, Tampa.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Carrier taken down at the 11-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
And it's third down.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
Ronald Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Kick is good.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Saints nothing. Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
2nd and 9.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A gain of 5. First down, New Orleans.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a play fake. Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And Breeze is intercepted for the 13.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing now is Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of it, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as he's out close to the 40-yard line. Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Second and 10.
On play action, it's Brady. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of a time.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 24. And what a return as he brings us one all the way back to the 25-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 7.
Shotgun now for Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Bucks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Saints nothing.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. A gain of 6 there on first. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. complete here to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded in the end zone. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, an even 90 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. It's a run for Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
30-yard line. A gain of 3.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Brady on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right at it?